shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique.
Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little
Is that
off
better?
about that line?
Yeah, this is Chioria Boutique that we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Camera operator, that can be
we'll
a
watch this
pretty
again, I guess.
technical job. Are you really up to it? Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera
There's,
angle, and the
some other
characters
character names
weren't
in
in
there.
the
Michelle.
shots. Positions,
See that
everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the President, Leader, Commander-in-Chief, Executive Director, and Boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there! Yeah! Ha! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Whoa, Marina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras, go over your positions. Camera ready, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your position. Lights, camera, action.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident. Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevreuse?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
She got 2 different guns. She got like a pistol and a musket.
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind
They
of
give
waves.
a gun to Ayaka. Alright, we'll drop the codes into the chat here. If you need them. This up here. Yeah, Navia looks great. I really like her design. And there's this new character they've introduced in the background. So there's the 3 codes if you need them. They're only valid today, so make sure that you get them if you need them. I didn't catch a vision on that Chiori person. But maybe what we'll do is we'll go back and take a look. See if we can find a vision on her person.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevreuse.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so
Chevreuse.
excited. This is the first time we've had you 2 on the special program.
So excited.
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? We can sing a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business. Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some
Is she in
inspiration
the town
for some of
somewhere,
the
Chiori?
commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Chevreuse will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Chevreuse?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Chevreuse before in their voice lines, but Chevreuse will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
I love the clapping.
By the
of
way,
the-
what do you think of letting one of our
Let me-
characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase.
I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your
That
own
axe
2 hands.
looks really good as well.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love.
She got like a cannon. Okay.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once. Just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even
It's
when
a
it comes to her
gumbrella.
enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula
They said
charge
it.
shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh yeah, yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallize reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallize reaction.
Yes,
So they have a character who
exactly.
doesn't work or shouldn't go into
Navia's
mono
calls
geo.
forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys, it's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine.
Okay.
When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour
The
expedition in
increase.
Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula. So I think we should bring up Spina's contributions to averting Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh, definitely. That's something that travelers will be able to see for themselves. Navia's story quests, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
I wonder if the
I'm
knave
so
will be back. Because the Fatui
I'm
are
looking
helping
forward to seeing what
the
happens.
Spina.
Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevreuse to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, she's gonna
Okay,
have
I know
reactions
she's a newcomer,
to
and
generate
we probably
geocrystals
can't wait
crystallize.
to learn more about her.
So she gets
let's get right
ammo.
into it.
Okay, how should I introduce her? First off, Chevreuse is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh. She doesn't like to appear in public without good cause, so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevreuse is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack.
Heck her hair.
They're easy to carry with you and go
She's
with
got
so
food.
many sauces.
Oh, the deathmatch looks pretty good on her.
Morning.
Polearm user. Really matches her outfit. That's the battle pass polearm.
What? That was so fire. And I am not just talking about her skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation. I love that she loves snacks. That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the Special Patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevreuse's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member of the Special Patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow, okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
The Special Patrol prioritizes combat ability above all else, so the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevreuse took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands
They're all
respect
obedient
among her
now.
peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevreuse and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevreuse uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her elemental skill,
AoE pyro,
Chevreuse will
okay.
continuously restore HP to the active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevreuse fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Haha, impact.
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevreuse has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of arrow?
She's a
That's
healer.
right. Chevreuse
Interesting.
obtains
Pyro
an
healer?
overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers
Like
the
a
overloaded reaction.
Mika almost?
Holding Chevreuse's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all pyro and electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Chevreuse actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Chevreuse is paired with all pyro and electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so it seems like Chevreuse could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevreuse isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Chevreuse trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Chevreuse is in your
gives
party,
it purpose to
stamina
overload,
consumption from
because
sprinting
it's so annoying
is
when it knocks them back,
decreased.
but
Oh, I love that.
These two new characters are great. Both of them would be great leads in our commercial. I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
I know. And I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3. The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no. In the first half of version 4.3, travelers can look forward to event
Nice.
wishes for Navia and Ayaka. A new 5-star claymore, Verdict, will also be featured
that's a
in the
cool
weapon
looking
event wish.
weapon.
In the second half of version 4.3, we'll have
Okay.
returning event wishes from the
Raiden and
Raiden
Yoimiya.
Shogun and Yoimiya. During this time, Chevreuse will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Yay.
Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and Nighttime
Oh,
Whispers
cool.
in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcncements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for our first break.
That top
We've
one
shared
looks
a ton
like
of
a
information
Navia
so
set.
far, and I bet travelers could use some time to digest it all.
You're right, for sure.
Definitely.
Let's
Sure
take
does
a
look
break while
cool.
we take a look at the second group of redemption codes. The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chioria Boutique and will return shortly.
Yeah, so just a reminder, the codes are on the screen. If you need help redeeming them, just say something in the chat. We'll point you to it. There's a web link you can go to, or you can do it in-game. So I'll go ahead and skip forward to the next section here.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chioria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important, right? Do you have any ideas?
The Ultimate
If we're making a commercial
Overlord's
for Chioria
Mega
Boutique,
Magic
then
Sword.
How about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Super duper
yay!
invincible,
Chiori is
shining,
actually going to
sparkly
appear
magic
in the event
crystal.
For version 4.3.
They have a child coming up with these names.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes, I know. Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine.
Okay, so we'll
Chiori
meet
suggested
Chiori.
that they should stop by, so here they are.
So cool.
It looks
Hey,
like
this
Ducky.
is actually
Yeah,
the perfect time for a word from our sponsor.
in a way,
An
I see it.
Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori! Chioria Boutique is your one-stop
Oh, she's
shop
from
for the latest
Inazuma.
and most
Okay.
influential fashion in Fontaine.
That is right. Chiori is acquainted with the Kamisato siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier and recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Xavier, aka Xavier.
Exciting! Will you tell us more
Xavier.
about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, the Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the Oceanids and eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
Ah, so exciting!
Okay, so this is a new
The
yearly
Fontaine Film Association
festival for Fontaine.
proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year. And during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
Okay.
So we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
Ooh. So cool. The first activity booth is the 1,000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone. In this activity,
Fontaine
travelers will
names.
use the special security and surveillance patrol simulation device to practice
Oh.
targeting and shooting opponents.
Yep.
Oh.
The Special Patrol wanted the public to experience how fun
Oh.
target practice can be.
And the
I don't know
second
how I feel
activity
about
booth is called
that.
Trick Shots, Tricky Lights.
They're
In this
cursed.
activity,
Leave the hilly
travelers
trolls
will use
alone. You don't need to
special
headshot
lighting
them.
effects to film a fight scene. Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
she looks
sure.
really good when
But
she's
not
attacking. She looks so
everyone is
good.
enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
Okay, so this is a
Stabilization
co-op
mecha
thing
balls
where you
seem
try and
pretty
get
ordinary, but they're actually
as
very
many as you
agile.
can.
They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side of a stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls
it's like
that end up
Hungry
in your
Hungry
area,
Hippos.
the more points you'll earn.
Okay,
The
Hungry
fourth
Hungry
activity
Hippos.
booth is
That's
called
fun.
Into the Frame.
Be a cool little
In
co-op
this
one.
activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool! We get to make a movie! That's awesome. Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontainian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic inspiration. That must have also been true in Chiori's case, since she opened Chioria's boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our commercial. Actually, Ayaka and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang. And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train
Oh,
his
yeah,
beetles for battle.
Wow.
I like the beetle event.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely very Ito.
Right, for sure. And there was also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado?
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the
Yeah.
last Beetle Battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new Beetle Battle master.
What? Who is it? Tell us.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away.
I like the
Travelers
poster
will have
with
to
Ito
discover
over
their
there.
identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside from meeting this mysterious new Beetle Battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge mechanics remain unchanged from the original event, travelers can now also instruct Onikabuto to use Guard to defend against Electro Bullet and Jet Stream attacks. Make
Okay.
use of the movement, charge, and Guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you.
That last,
Master them,
very last
and
fight
you'll
last
be
time
ready
was
to
very
tackle
difficult.
the ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh.
It's be interesting to see how the
Trial
guard
of the
and
strong.
block mechanics work.
Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontainian countryside. That's right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and treasure-seeking Sealy along with him.
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Seelie will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Seelie in your preferred color.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasure is located underwater, but
You
when
can
I
only
first
get
arrived
one,
in
though.
Fontaine, I discovered that Seelie couldn't follow me underwater. Is this treasure-seeking Seelie different?
That is very observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
In this iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Seelie named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Seelie can travel underwater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Treasure isn't the only thing that you'll discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might
Okay.
also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben! Yay!
Oh.
Interesting
and
looking
if
fellow.
Lieben is around, then
haven't
that
seen
must
him
mean
before.
we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for Primogems again.
Ooh!
Oh, okay.
Exciting! Okay, so it looks
Pine
like
cones.
Lieben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version
All
4.3. Several familiar faces will be joining the Genius Invocation TCG. After this update, travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new
Okay, so more
Fontaine-themed
players
table
now.
customization will also be available.
Ah, I'm so excited to see players challenge some Melazines.
I know, so exciting.
Mhm.
Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new cards, including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges. But that's not all. The Forge Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024. Travelers can look forward to some friendly competition between
Kazuha's
16
holding
of
a
the
cat.
top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool. Be sure to follow the Astro Carnival X or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Mhm.
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
Once again, here's all 3 codes. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive into the system optimizations that the project team has prepared for version 4.3.
Okay.
Okay. First,
look
we
good.
have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts.
True.
After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character to see
Okay.
what artifact sets active players have been choosing for that character recently.
That's cool.
In addition, an automatic locking function has been added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
That
Travelers
is
can have
brilliant.
up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as
Looking
well.
forward to that as
Travelers
well.
can look forward to both of those
Artifact
features in the
sorting
new
has been
update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will
Tenuous.
be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once.
I like
An
that.
enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only make artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the lookout for future announcements to learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
Equipping
In
artifacts.
addition,
Okay,
the
interesting.
project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon,
Nice.
you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
As a
good.
new player using a few 1- and 2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
Totally. This new optimization significantly reduces the amount of pop-up windows that we
They
have
just
to click through.
refined a
So
Fav
travelers
sword.
can look forward
I
to
don't
a
even
much
have
smoother
one.
enhancement and leveling process. The next
Give it to me,
optimization has made
game.
it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain. This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge.
Yep.
But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start fighting, which is amazing.
Okay. All right. So that'll
So
save a
happy
little bit of
farming,
time.
everyone.
Nice.
Ooh. This should make
Yes.
it way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the Chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest.
Yeah.
In this update,
That makes sense.
travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon quest.
Oh.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's
this
fine,
will
but
hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon quests.
So cool. So that'll make it significantly easier for
That's
newer
not
lapsed
something that I
players
would
to
use.
access the Archon quest and claim those sweet, sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also,
they could have just made the world
one-click
quest better and
expeditions will
narrate
be
it.
available starting in version 4.3. This will allow
That
travelers
is
to claim
nice.
expedition rewards and repeat expeditions with a single click. Travelers will also be able to claim processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Also
Oh,
nice.
Sweet. That's gonna make it easier to collect rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a ton of other quality of life improvements in this
I like
update.
all that.
For example,
That's all really good.
optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to.
Nice. Okay.
So be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Teapot.
Okay.
Simply purchase the corresponding items from Tubby to unlock it.
Oh, it
1,000
looks like
energy,
an
though.
aquarium.
I know, right? Travelers can use ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands
That's
even have ponds
cool.
the travelers can use to keep fish.
It looks
That's
like a
cool.
whole underwater
like that.
kingdom. It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
No. And they'll be even
We need
prettier
more realm
once
energy,
travelers
though.
have the chance to make them their own. I'm so excited to see what everyone's going to come up with. Especially my friend's teapots.
Ah.
That's
you just
cool.
want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon! Yay! I heard this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's classic melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak
Okay,
peek
cool.
at some of the amazing
Cool.
moments that this concert has in store.
It was very impressive to see so many people working together to produce things like that. Pretty cool set design as well.
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album, Stellar Moments Volume 4. The album will feature 26 character songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
Wait, we're finally getting Alhaitham and Wanderer's OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
The music in the game is so good.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
Aww.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chioria Boutique commercial.
You haven't
Actually, we've
shown
already finished
Chiori.
shooting it.
You're right. The special
Other than
program
a
has
couple of
pretty
shots.
good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevreuse.
Totally. I feel exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action. And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little movie.
Yes.
Well, I am just so glad that the 3 of us have been able to do this special program together. This has been so much fun.
Too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, I'd say honestly, some of the, hey! Is that a new outfit for Zhongli? That is cool looking. Are they gonna put that in? He looks so good. He looks so good.
Hello and welcome back.
No, don't autoplay. What is this? No, that was awesome.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you
Turn this down, and we'll go back over some bits. Cheery.
Cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
Oh, Farina's really kicking things into...
Lights, camera, action.
I can spot her.
Extra.
Here she is. Okay, looking for a vision. Don't see one.
Go over your
Maybe here on this bow.
position.
No.
Camera ready. And lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your
Yeah. No. The either I'm blind or it hasn't been shown.
ready. Get
If she has a vision.
board. Actors to your position. Lights, camera.
Um.
Song. Music is like
Yeah, I don't know. Like Navia looks absolutely stunning, and her animations look really smooth, but I'm not necessarily. I'm conflicted because I want to pull for her because she has a really cool design, but I don't think I would find use for her myself. I have a Mono Geo team on one, and she's not going to fit with Mono Geo, it sounds like, because she's going to want the crystallize from the different elements. And the whole gun thing, it's just, it doesn't have me very excited about Chevreuse. I mean, she looks cool enough, but kind of a pyro healer. So, yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess, but not really my deal. If I've understood this right, when she fires a shot and continuously restores HP, seems like a pyro healer, similar to Mika, like a pyro support healer. That looks all right. This claymore looks really cool as a weapon, but you got to be really flush with primos to have that. I think they split up Chevreuse on the second banner to, get people to go for the rerun, I think. Honestly, Raiden for me, I will pass probably on Raiden on my account that doesn't have her. I'll probably pass on Yoimiya as well because I need to save for. I want to save for Alhaitham and Nahida, preferably Nahida first, but the next time Alhaitham comes up for myself. Yoimiya would be a nice pickup someday, but she's very limited on what she does. Looking forward to seeing what comes out about these artifact sets. They look cool. They don't really have any info on that bottom one there. I don't like the names of the Fontaine things, like the Ultimate Overlord's Mega Magic Sword and the Super Duper Invincible Shining Sparkly Magic Crystal. Someone's 4-year-old has been allowed to give naming rights to things in Fontaine, clearly. But it's fine. So a new Claymore and whatever the duct tape roll is. The events look cool. This multiplayer one looks really fun. This looks really fun. Reminds me of Hungry Hungry Hippos. So that could be cool in co-op. Trying to get the little balls into your area. That looks like it'll be a lot of fun with some friends. Yep, the movie thing, that's interesting. Interesting way to use the camera. I like the Beetle event. It was simple and fun. I'm a fan of that. The Sealy thing, okay, you can purchase one. Not a huge fan of having those things float around. Kind of get in the way sometimes. Comet events are always good. TCG is what it is. It's free primos if you play it. The artifact stuff, this is awesome. I really like this. The auto unlock. It is such a pain going through so many artifacts and seeing what you want to level, what you want to keep, what you want to throw away. And even if you've accidentally locked or forgotten to lock some things, it just takes so much time. So it'll be nice to be able to set some parameters and just have it lock it, so you know you've got some comfort there. You're not going to dump anything you don't want. Fewer clicks when leveling stuff, cool. Domains, cool. Skipping the Archon quest, or skipping to the Archon quest. These 2 quests only take like 10 minutes, so whatever, I guess. It is cool when you unlock the chasm for the first time and you open the portal. So I don't really know why they would skip that. They don't give you a teleport to Inazuma, so why is this the one that you have to skip? I don't know. But fine. It's not really going to affect me because I've obviously passed all of that. Repeat expeditions, cool. Quick claims on all that, it's really cool. The new teapot thing, apart from the fact you have to buy it for 1,000 realm energy, I'm glad that this is like dry land underwater, like they have that mechanic of transitioning in and out of water. That's cool. It could have been cool as well if it was like the islands in the sky, like they have in Fontaine, the cubes, because that was kind of a cool mechanic. Because those could have been, floating islands in the sky as well. But this is still cool. I like it. Concert thing would be nice to listen to. Music's always good. So yeah, that's really cool. I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. All right, YouTube. Well, that concludes the 4.3 special program. And while I am not completely on board with the introduction of gun-based characters to the game, I think they do look incredible, to say the least. Navia is drop-dead gorgeous, and Chevreuse is an interesting character, to say the least. It's a pyro healer on field, and a bunch of the changes around the artifact stuff I'm really looking forward to. So, while the patch is primarily around events, I love that. Extra rewards, extra primos, all that stuff. And I'm a bit undecided, so I may skip first go around with these characters. I'm not sure about on the back half if I'll try and pick up Yoimiya on any accounts or not. I'm just not sure, so maybe I'll spend the patch doing some weapon banner pulls. In any event, thank you very much. I would really appreciate if you would do a like and a subscribe and all the YouTube things, and we will catch you in the next one. Take care.